share your toys or communicate. I guess I'm just a play date to you.
Wearing colorful saris, flaunting her body in varieties of blouses, making smart plans after plans to destroy Prerna and Anurag's lives, and doing all the latkas and jhatkas, swaying her body, drawing the attention of everyone. That was Komolika for us. Call her vamp, mean, or heartless woman, but no one would stop themselves from talking about her. While for years, cisgender men and women have idolized her either for her beauty or her fashion sense, one thing we should all stand her is for being a queer icon. So why is a character created by Ekta Kapoor, who has produced years of shit shows with regressive plot lines and characters, has gained the cult status of being a queer icon? Here's why. Her experiment with styling and clothes that challenge society's norms. Besides her gruesome plans and antics that made Anurag and Prerna's lives hell, drawing TRPs, it was also her style and dress that made her character famous. Unlike the usual bahus on television who were covered from top to bottom wearing uncomfortable dresses, Komolika didn't adhere to the norms. Rather, she challenged it, wearing loud makeup, flaunting hotter neck and sleeveless blouses in her rebelliously short hair than the other female characters. She owed every outfit she wore, but it wasn't her only choice of clothes that was revolutionary back then. The fact that she embraced her sexuality with an ease and comfort and wore clothes that she liked rather than what society expected her to was refreshing to see, as it underlined the importance of expression, which queer people still can't do freely, especially when it comes to the clothing and styling. The way she gracefully carried her clothes is a true statement to what queer ideology stands for. Wearing clothes that one is comfortable in and using style and fashion to express oneself rather than following the outdated norms of clothes set by the time-worn gender norms. Number 2. She was determined to follow her heart. Back then, there were two distinct female characters in Indian serials. One was the Sanskari Bahu, who would sacrifice her happiness for her husband and Sasural, while the other one was a vamp who would do anything to break the family. While Komolika falls in the later category, one thing that made her different from every other villain was her determination. She was determined to follow her heart. She didn't succumb to any societal pressure like Prerna did. Rather, she followed what her heart wanted and did things for her own happiness, leading her to live a colorful life than the two Dukhi Atmas, Anurag and Prerna, giving a fleeting hope to the young queer people of how one can be happy if they live their lives on their own terms. Number 3. Her no-nonsense attitude. You'd rarely see Prerna or any other bahus arguing with their Sas, Sasur or any other family members. But here was Komolika, a woman who would never succumb to anyone's pressure and accept nonsense from others. Even when her views were polar opposite to her family's, she fought for what she stood for and didn't let others' views affect her personally. The angst in her against the society that came on her way of happiness is relatable to a larger queer community. But what made it more special was the way she dealt with the bullshit. No one's opinion and views changed her, or she let them define her. Number 4. And finally, she was epitome of self-expression. Was there anyone who could beat Komolika in a war of words? Not only she spoke with herself, scheming against her enemies, but she made sure to express her views openly to anyone, even if they showed any dissatisfaction against her thoughts. The power to be able to articulate herself in front of others with full confidence and no fear of any repercussions, and her sassiness is something that made her personality strong, and she reflected the state of confidence one aspires to reach And hence why Komolika, a character, was solely created with the purpose to add tension in Anurag and Prerna's life, unknowingly became a queer icon, mainly due to her fearless nature, her ability to embrace her sexuality, and not succumbing to any gender norms.